Hey folks, how's it going? Thanks for checking out the video. I'm Johnny and today I'm going to show you how to use Power BI paginated reports without needing premium licensing. Firstly, I just want to highlight, I got a new Power BI swag. This t-shirt is from datamark.com. Mark is Microsoft MVP and he speaks regularly at Power BI community events. He has his own merch store based on combining his two favourite things, Power BI and beer. I love Power BI and beer too, so I had to go pick one up. I'll stick a link to his merch store in the description and you can go and check out the rest of his range. Now to today's topic. Paginated reports were announced by Microsoft at the very end of 2018 and they came out of public preview and into general availability 6 months later. Personally, I think it's a great addition to the Power BI products. Sure, fancy interactive reports are really slick, but I really do think that there is still a place for those pixel perfect, pre-formatted operational reports. So I was excited when this feature was announced.
Yay!
And then of course you realise it's a premium only feature.
Boo!
Nope, can't afford premium. Now the Power BI community has lobbied hard to try and get paginated reports added as a feature to Pro licensing, but that lobbying has been to no avail. However, fast forward to 2021, we now have premium per user licensing. That seems like a fair compromise, it's competitively priced, and it now means that premium only features like paginated reports are now more accessible for smaller businesses, who previously premium pricing was way out of their range. With this newly accessible feature, I expect to see the demand for developers who know how to write paginated reports to increase. But what if you work somewhere where those premium per user licenses still haven't been signed off? Or even worse, even at only $20 per user per month, you still can't get approval for the upgrade. Is there a way that you can still use paginated reports without premium licensing? I wanted to share with you something that I only recently found out, and to be honest, I stumbled across this completely by accident. Here we are in my Power BI tenant. Now currently, I don't have a premium per user license. In fact, I don't even have a pro license, which is just literally a tenant that I set up for personal use. I only have my workspace that I'm able to publish reports to. Now I can't remember why, but one day I was in my workspace clicking around and I came to the new button. I think I was trying to publish a report to my workspace and for whatever reason it wasn't working in desktop, so I thought I'd try and upload it from this option instead. Now if we click on here, what's this? See this option, paginated report, build a paginated report. Now I'd never noticed this before. The Power BI service has gone through a bit of a makeover over the last year or so, and I'm not sure if this is brand new or it was always there, but it's definitely there now. So as I mentioned, I don't have a premium license, and I just expected that if I click on this, probably going to give me some message to advise me how I can upgrade to premium. But I clicked it anyway out of curiosity. And as you can see, it prompts me to install the Power BI report builder. So I figured I'd follow the rabbit down the hole and see how far we can get. So click and download. Takes you to the download center. So then I installed the software. And then I launched it. Like me, if you've built reports for SQL Server reporting services using either Visual Studio or the standalone report builder, this will all look pretty familiar. Personally, I never use the wizards, so I'm just going to select blank report. First thing you do in Report Builder is define your data source. This is really just giving connection information for the data you want to query. So head across to the report data pane on the left hand side. Right click. And again we've got a new option here, add Power BI dataset connection. Again, I don't have premium access, so selecting this isn't going to work, is it? Okay, so it's let me connect to the Power BI service. What happens if I select my dataset? Okay, seems to let me connect. Next, what you do in Report Builder is define the data set that you want to return from your data source. So come across the data sets, again in the top left hand corner. Right click again and add dataset. From here you can pick which data source you want. You can have multiple, but I've only got one at the moment. And I'm going to come to the bottom of this window and select Query Designer. This is another thing that's quite new to me. Most of my SSRS experience was using SQL Server, so I was used to writing a SQL query or executing a stored procedure. I did at one point work in a role where I was writing SSRS reports against an analysis service's tabular models. But back then there was no DAX query designer, you just had to write your DAX statement yourself and paste it in text. Quite intuitive to use though, so let's build a really simple data set. My dataset has about 16 million records, which is too many to return in one report, so I need to filter that down. Use this pane at the top to set some filters. I'm going to choose my store dimension, from that my consonant name, and by checking this box on the right hand side, I'm parameterizing that filter so that when I run my report, it'll ask me what option I want to select. Let's limit the time period of the report as well. In my calendar table, I have this calendar year month option. Let's parameterize that too. I can preview this query in the window if I want. That seems okay, so click OK. And you'll see here the DAX that's been created by the query designer. Hit OK again. And we see over here on the left hand side that we've now got data available in our dataset. Let's add that data to the report. I'm going to right click on my report canvas, select Insert Table. And then I'm going to drag my dataset fields onto my report. To execute the report, we use this Run button up in the top left hand side. But surely that's not going to work because I don't have Premium. I need to select my constant name from my parameter. And let's set the year month to January this year. Click View Report over on the right hand side. And the report's run.
Whoa!
Okay, so if I go back to my Design tab, now publish this up to the Power BI service. Select my workspace. Give the report a title. And so here is where we fall over. If you want to actually publish your paginated report and share it with colleagues, you're going to have to invest in premium licensing. So why is this of any use to anyone? Well, I can think of a few different use cases. If you're a very small business, there's nothing to stop you using Report Builder to run these reports locally. All the exporting options still work, so you can still export to PDF or to Excel and print off your reports as you see fit. That's not very scalable though, and I'm not sure I'd really advocate it. What I see as a much more valuable use is that if you're new to paginated reports, you've now got the ability to access them and learn how to use them. You can explore and experiment with paginated reports, and especially how they interact with Power BI datasets. In fact, personally, even though I'm very familiar with reporting services, there are a few differences between this report builder tool and what I'm used to using in Visual Studio, so even if you're a seasoned SSRS pro, I definitely recommend checking this out. And lastly, if you are in a position where you're struggling to justify the purchase of premium per user licenses, you can now use this to demonstrate what functionality Paginated Reports brings. Maybe you can build some example or proof of concept reports and then add these to your business case to justify that investment. I'm going to be dedicating my next few videos to paginated reports, so now you've got a means to be able to follow along. I'm going to be looking at paginated reports gotchas, how to make your paginated reports look more polished, and also exploring how DAX works with paginated reports. That was how you can use Power BI paginated reports without Power BI Premium. I do hope the video has been useful. If you've got any questions or feedback, do slide into that comment section below. If you have enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to follow along for more information about Power BI, please do subscribe to the channel. Thanks once again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.